So the good thing is these two look alike. So I'm just going to do the one and you get to the next. So company budgets to sell 6,000 units at a selling price of £20. So that's the budget, 6,000, and the selling price that they're aiming for, £20. So fixed costs are currently 75,000. So I know, and the variable costs are 5. So I know that the question, let's just start here. Contribution, of course, is 20, selling price minus variable cost, which is 5. So this is 15. Brilliant. I'm trying to cover a fixed cost of 75,000, and that's of course 75,000 divided by your selling price minus your variable cost, which is by your contribution per unit. So 75,000 divided by 75,000 divided by 15 takes us to 5,000. So you have 5,000 units is what you need to break even. So margin of safety, therefore. So if your plan is to sell 6,000, but your break even is 5,000, you have a margin of 1,000 units that you can fall by before you're in trouble. So as a percentage, so the margin is of course 1,000 units. As a percentage, of course, this is 1,000 units as a percentage of where we're going to fall from, which is 1,000 over 6,000, right? Because this is your reference point. So it's 1,000 divided by 6,000, which gives you 0.166, which is 16.667, 16.67%. Right? That's kind of your point. Your contribution to sales ratio is literally the relationship. The relationship between. Let me just plug that in. 1 second. Oh, right. Just plug this in before it dies. Oh, good. So that's back to life. So your contribution to sales, ratio is literally what is your contribution when we have our contribution here, 15 as a percentage of your revenue, which is 20. Right, and that's kind of the point. So this is, I guess, suppose 3 over 4, isn't it? And this is equal to 0.75. Right. So, and your break-even sales, well, a number of ways of thinking about this. The question here is that what sales, the key point here is at break-even, I guess a simple way of thinking about it is like this. At break-even, your contribution is equal to your fixed cost. That's the key point, isn't it? Because at break-even, you're not making any profit. So that means that contribution, your break even is equal to 75,000. Now, if contribution at break even is 75,000 and contribution is 75% or 0.75 of sales, it means that sales at break even must be 75,000 over 0.75. I mean, I'm literally saying that I know that contribution is 3/4 of my sales. So if I know what contribution is, I can know what sales are by literally just dividing the 75,000 by the 0.75. 75,000 divided by 0.75. And therefore my sales are 100,000 at break even. So apply the same principle into 176.